one, I am constantly telling people different apps and things to use. So I thought I'd create this video so that way I can get it in your hands, but then also I can send people to this video on YouTube or something so everybody has what they need. So let me blow this thing up so I can see this a little bit better. One second, I'm gonna stretch this so I can see that I'm pointing this to you. So I constantly talk about special tools that help you with what you're working on and pulling off the grid. So the first one I'm going to show you, this is called Brave Browser, and that's what that looks like. And I download it on my phone, iPad, computer, everywhere. So what is it? It's a browser. And any other browser that you use, I don't care what it is, including DuckDuckGo, they've got your information and they're tracking you. And they may say they don't share it. They don't share it with other people, but they do use it. So if you want to go to a clean place, Brave Browser is a browser I can go into to know I'm not tracked, and I can set it where people don't even know that I'm online. But I can research without something like Google or Safari. Google's been tracking us for over 25, 30 years. It was probably 12, no, it's probably 15 plus years ago of when I remember being on the phone with Pastor Joe Sazik, and we were just talking about the internet, and he said, you know, it's really strange because yesterday I was doing this and I typed a search in, and today I've got all these ads. We have been tracked for a long, long time. And as a researcher, what I've run into is that the other browsers will direct me where they want me to go. And I need facts, and I can go to Brave Browser and they're not directing me, they're not telling me. I actually can find the resources that I need. It's a lot harder to do. So as a researcher, I'm going to tell you that's going to be the best one you need to get. Download it, and then when you're opening up to search things, don't use the other stuff. You type a conversation out in there and they're going to keep it. It's ridiculous. So another thing is I'm developing groups for prayer that are high level. They need to be secure. And I've used Signal. But we saw over this last 6 months, there's been a breach in there. And Session is the one that I'm using now. And if you want to be a part of receiving confidential updates about Michigan for Prayer, one, we have to know each other. So build a relationship. Second of all, with Session, you're not going to give them a phone number. You're going to sign up, provide some information. And how we find each other is not through a phone number. It's going to be through an ID. And so if you give me your ID, I give you my ID, you can go in there and say, please find this person, and then it will. But you've got to, you have to keep this app up to date, so make sure that you update it, keep that going well. But that's going to be the most secure one. This one and another one called Threema. Threema is there, but Session is the most up to date. You can do calls, which I'm still working out for that to work. It doesn't work as well as Signal, but that's where I will be. And if I've got to send out stuff that's, I don't need everybody to know, and I don't want to share it out there, I'll be doing it through Session. I recommend it. The other thing is that many of you dream, and you also get prophetic words. And I don't know where you are, but in my season, I need to have a really good, there we go. I need to have a really good voice recorder, and I need a transcriber. And I really thought about this for a long time, but the Lord told me I could go ahead and use this. It's an AI transcriber. This is called Voice Record Pro. And Voice Record Pro, it's been out there for a long time. I've been using it for about a decade. And what I love about Voice Record Pro is I can turn it on, I can record a prophetic word, and then when I'm done, I can stop that thing, and then I can say, I need to share this. And it will let me share it through text, through email. It let me take a recording and split it up. There's a lot of capability, but that is the best one that's out there. So voice record, I think you could see that just fine, voice record. And then the other thing I've started to use over the last year is that app called Transcribe. It's an AI transcriber, and from everything I know so far, they do not share my information, out there. But Transcribe, there might be a little bit of free time on it per minute. I paid for a year subscription, which gives me, I think, 10 hours a month. It's quite a bit of time, and I burn through recordings, and I cannot track everything. So I am being more careful to make sure that if I record my dreams, guys, I got a whole electronic dream journal, and I can take my dreams and I record them when I first wake up, and then I can transcribe it and I can copy paste that into a Word document. And I literally have, what are the prophetic words that I've given to the state? I give many globally and then nationally. And I need to have those because things are moving at a super fast pace. And there's timelines that are on these words. And then I also have Michigan. And then, if I give someone a prophetic word, I just email it to them. But if you need to transcribe some of your words, it will do it. So I will record a word and then I'll share it right here on my phone. I can say, listen, I need to share this. Let's send it to Transcribe. It will, and then Transcribe will open up and I'll see it and it'll say, would you like to transcribe this? And I say, yes, please. Press the button. And it takes, I don't know, if it was a 5-minute recording, it might take 30 seconds. It'll upload it in there, and then it'll tell me, you can close this window now. We'll notify you when it's done. So it'll transcribe it. That a 5-minute might take, I don't know, it could take 1 minute. It's very fast, and I've had to transcribe up to 8 hours of a message, and that took maybe 15 minutes for it to do 8 hours. When it transcribes it, it gives me the information that's in there, and it'll say, we think this one might be 96% accurate. This one's 92, this one's 98. That's wonderful. I have an audio, plus I have the document, and things are going way too fast for me, so I would just look for the key components of a word, copy paste it, and then I actually track. I still am a scribe. I'm an Issachar, but I still will scribe and track the key prophetic words for the state. And that's a lot of what you guys send, but I shouldn't be the only one doing it. And I'm telling leaders constantly that you need to have these. This is the best recorder. The quality is phenomenal. And you need to export it out, and then you need to have transcribed, because listen, if y'all got prophetic words, I don't have the ability for me to listen to words. And I'm a seer too. I can hear things. I see things in the spirit. The office of a prophet, you wind up getting words in many ways. I don't care what I'm called. I just am what I am. But I need to see the words, because when I read things, Holy Spirit will tell me more, and revelation just falls down. So that's just something that helps me. Everybody is different. So I learn by seeing, yes, by hearing. Anyway, so I just want to recommend those. The last thing I want to say is to be sure to check out the website. I have 2 of them, CindyWilliamsMoore.com, and that one has a lot of state resources. Guys, it also has a way for you to, for those who want to give into. If you can afford a cup of coffee that you give to me on a monthly basis, please do that. Some of the tools and things that I use to help me do my job, I need, as much as I can, my phone being my administrative assistant. No joking. And I'm thankful that I do have some skills that I can program this thing and tell it what to do for me. I'm very thankful. I need it. But I sell artwork, and a lot of times that artwork could support me. I need to go to a national meeting next month to share, and I've got to raise funds for that. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm working hard. I'm doing what God has told me to do. Um, and there's monies that I can earn through publications. I do the work, but there's a good amount too that I cannot be paid for because it's tied in with, like, for example, government. I will not take money ever from government, but I do prophesy into it. But I don't want that kind of, I don't want to touch that kind of stuff because it can get goofy and strange. So, anyway, I'm just letting you know. But you can donate and you can go on to that site. Some people send in a first fruit, and if people are sending in a first fruit, that is a relationship. And so I take that seriously, and I make sure that I am praying and prophesying into that person. Some of them are apostles, they've worked for many years, and I've known them for many years. And when they send giving in, I treat that as a first fruit because the tithe goes to your local house. So tithe is really important to keep it to your local house. I'm a first fruit person. That's how I give to my apostle, Chuck Pierce. Um, and then I'll give whatever else the Lord says. But that's where my giving goes. Okay, so let me move on. The other website is Michigan Apostolic Prophetic Coalition, MIAPC.org. Check out these websites, take a look at what we're doing, and yeah, I think that might be it. There are resources that are on there as well. They should be the same. And again, it does share about how to give, but I do want you to see how you're giving. And when that giving comes through, it goes into the LLC. I have a Cindy Williams Moore LLC, which brings monies in. And on the memo line, you could put Michigan, but if I get any monies through there, it goes into the state. And those funds are not paying me for the time that I put in. I have a ton of meetings and reports and things that I have to write. And I depend on Grammarly to help edit, but I still have to go through. It's just a bear for me, but that's what I have to do. And I'm so thankful I get to do it. So that's it. These apps, guys, they're good. And I'm not going to steer you wrong. So I've shared with you the different apps that you can look at to use. That's the best encrypted system out there. It's encrypted, guys. It's not going to go anywhere. Signal can be breached because we share telephone numbers, and then it makes it easy for us to invite unintentional people, which is what happened with the government. And then Brave Browser. I don't know anything that's better than that. You know what? Give me 1 minute here. I'm also going to tell you about Proton Suite. Give me 1 second because I'm going to highlight this. Okay, done and save the photos. And let me pull this photo up. Okay, this is, let's see how I can do this. Okay, all right. These purple things, I don't think you could see them really well, but there's Proton Mail, which is, oops, way over on the other side. There's Proton Mail, and then there's Proton Drive. I can put a bunch of files in there. Nobody's ever going to see it. Proton Pass, every password, Proton Calendar, and there's more that this suite offers. On the end of my emails, you will always see that I have Proton, and I've got the whole suite. I think it's about $7.99 a month. If you refer friends and they join, you actually will get a credit on your account, and that helps. I paid for 1 year, but what happens is, I think I better do it. Well, anyway, on here I've got right there. This thing is called Proton VPN. When I'm using my gadgets at home, my phone, my iPad, VPN is on. That means this will tell people I'm not in Michigan, I'm off in some other state. Thank God. It will connect me some other way in the nation, and it lets me be online more incognito. I don't want to be tracked. Then the mail, in Proton, it's encrypted. When I send mail out, I can send things securely and provide alerts, and the people on the other end just open it up. Proton Drive, I have some files that I have to work with any place that I am in the nation, and I need to open them up. Proton Drive lets me do that, and it's not out there on the grid. If someone tried to hack me while I was in a coffee shop, they're not going they're not going to be able to get me. Denise, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I love you much. Proton Pass. Okay, Proton Pass. I think everybody needs Proton. See that thing right there, this little diamond shape? That's Proton Pass. Every login that I have, which, hello, if we've been around for a while, we've probably got 200 of them. I'm getting rid of stuff. My passwords are no longer stored in any Apple device, and if it was Google or what's it called, Windows, don't store that stuff in there, guys. That stuff is so easily hacked. When I use the Proton Pass, I will tell it to help create a password for me, and it's great. I've got every password on every device that I need, but it's not out there. You can't hack it, and when I do it, it's creating, I don't know, passwords that have 24 things in it, which is about what you need right now. You don't want the small, cute little words or things that we had in the past. So anyway, on your gadgets, I also tell people a lot. I'm glad you guys are on there. Shakaya, good to see you. Sheila, good to see you. But I'm telling people this so much, I really need to send people to a video versus me telling all the individuals. So what was I just mentioning to you? Being online, Proton. Oh, okay, Apple. Windows, Apple, whatever gadgets you have, you're offered these wonderful, incredible friends, Siri or Alexi, and they want to be your friend and they want to be available for you. So when you say, hey, Siri, then your phone or your gadget or your dice will ding. Yes, what do you need? And then you speak to it and tell it, turn my music on, do all this. All of that stuff needs to be shut off. You don't need to be doing that because Siri has to listen to everything you say in order for it to be ready. So what's it been doing? It's been recording everything you say. I don't care if you got a Google Nest in another room. They record everything. I set my phone up in very specific ways where I can have it available for an emergency, but I press the button, I do certain things. Other than that, I don't let my gadgets identify my location. I don't do any of that. I don't let it have any AI listening in or talking to me or for me. All of that stuff is out there. I want my data erased. I want it gone. It's my life. I own it. But what I do and who I communicate with is nobody else's business. So it's our responsibility. And Proton, you know me, I search a lot. Proton is the best out there, and that's something I've been with for a couple of years. I'm used to it. And it's great for what I pay for $7.99 a month, whatever it is that I'm doing. Guys, I can make like 15 different email addresses, and they're all under Proton, and they're all in one suite. So the calendaring, everything. It's been easy to get used to. It takes a little bit of work to get this stuff set up, but there's my video. Now everybody in the world can listen to it and figure out how to set it up and how to use it. So that is it. All right. You guys have a wonderful night.